Hello everyone, welcome back to Dark Messenger Vampire Assassin. Well, we've made it through the first two parts of Touching the Sky. We are on our way to try to get Ariel's bow, and so far we've successfully made it through Darkfall Cave, followed by Darkfall Passage, and we've just come through a waypoint into the Forgotten Vale. Okay, there's something up here. I'm probably going to be alternating quite a bit between Aura Whisper and Vampire Sight. Even out here in broad daylight, sometimes it's a huge help, especially Aura Whisper. I've only got one level in the Shout. It's a good walking shot. But, you know, it's just enough. It's a few seconds for me to get that red highlight and kind of see what's in my path. So I use it quite a bit, especially in areas where I can't, you know, see for a long ways. So if there's lots of hiding spots, I'll typically pull that out, give it a bump, and then see what's around before I move further in. Here's a good example. I could use it. Something. So we approach with caution. The objective, of course, is always to not lose the element of surprise. We are not heavily armored. I've done everything I can to upgrade this armor, but still, it won't hold a candle to most heavy weapons. It's a Falmer. Now he appears to be guarding a cave entrance, but I'm not going to bother myself with that quite yet. I'm not going to explore it, because if you remember, our objective here is we want to find Forgotten Vale Cave. We really want to find these waypoints before we can even have a shot at getting the bow. We have to fill this ewer we've been given with water from each of the 5 waypoints, and that is what gets us into the inner sanctum, supposedly where this bow is kept. So without that, our mission is a bust. So I'm making these waypoints my priority. I can see them pretty clearly marked. I just don't know how much distance there is between them, so I'm kind of picking one and heading toward it here. Okay, this one was close.
Welcome, Initiate. This is the Wayshrine of Sight. Are you prepared to honor the mantras of Ariel and fill your vessel with his enlightenment?
Well, of course.
Then behold Ariel's gift, my child. May it speed your journey to the inner sanctum.
Right. This is good. Back to Darkfall Passage. We don't want to go there, so we'll just fill the ewer at this point. Done. Alright. Moving on. This is an interesting place. Of course, my objective really is to obtain the bow at this point. But I think there's a strong likelihood I'll come back and explore further. Okay, there's something up here. Multiple somethings. So we will be prepared for anything. Ah, spiders. Now I'm going to try to move up just slightly so I feel like I'm over the lip of this hill before I fire. Make it fast. See if we can get some arrows back here. Oh! That's a monster. Yeah, as I'd mentioned before, I love the bow. It's my favorite thing, but there are some shots that, you feel like you should be able to make that for whatever reason just aren't possible. And there are times when I will walk out very close to the edge of long drops. It's typically the downward shots that give me problems, where it appears to be a clean shot, but you're hitting something in the geometry that doesn't appear to be in your way, and you'll look straight down and you'll find, an arrow or something like that embedded in the ground right in front of you. Those are very frustrating, and I'm not exactly sure what the story is behind that, but unfortunately, that's just a fact of life for us archers, and I try to take that into account every time I consider taking a shot.
You've reached the Wayshrine of Learning, Initiate.
Yes. We need water, sir.
Are you prepared to honor the mantras of Ariel and fill
So there
your
are times
vessel with
when
his
I have what
enlightenment?
appears to be a very clear shot, just a sweet
Ariel
shot,
bless you,
but
child.
I will avoid
For
it,
you
or
are
I'll
a
find
step closer to the inner
I'll
sanctum
find a more
and
obvious vantage
everlasting
point. I
wisdom.
like taking the difficult shots, but there are some times when you just know, because of the way the game is put together, you aren't going to be able to make that shot. Not because you can't hit the target, but because the arrow just is never going to make it there. And, oh, man, is that frustrating to me. Oh, look at this. Back to sight. Now, that's the last one we got. So, apparently, every time we fill the ewer, we're also going to open up a portal to a Wayshrine we've been to previously. This, at least I think so. It did for the first one. I'm assuming it will for the others. Okay, so where do we... Something up here. Thinking this is the path. I think if we follow these archways, we're going to be in pretty good shape. So we will do that. Staying in stealth mode, not coming out of it. I have taken a perk that, based on its description, would lead you to believe that you can run around in full view and still get stealth bonuses. That really isn't the case. It doesn't work exactly like you'd expect it to, so I tend to stay in stealth mode. You'll see me do this a lot too, where I kind of use... my zoom perk, my eagle eye perk, as a set of binoculars to try to figure out where I'm going to go next. It's just handy. Works out pretty good. Wow, this is beautiful. My understanding is that movement perk really only helps you if you wear heavy armor. So I try not to assume anything. Stay in stealth mode. Hello. Okay. I don't really like fighting dragons out in the open like this. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Let's stay concealed. Is it more than one? We have to go invisible just to keep ourselves out of trouble. Yeah, it is. It's 2 of them. Oh, they're revered dragons, too. Wow. Okay, we are going to avoid a confrontation. We're good, but we're not that good. We're not stupid. We are assassins. Assassins are the opposite of foolhardy, right? So, let's see if I can acquire the shout without them finding out where I am. Training. Something new. Probably should have looked in this chest before I went invisible. Alright, let's get out of here. They're starting to get wise, so we are going to move quickly. Okay. It's not to say I won't come back and take them on later, but right now I just don't feel like I'm in good shape to be fighting 2 dragons at once in broad daylight. So we are going to continue on. It's odd behavior, isn't it? It's almost like they're fishing or something. They seem preoccupied with something under the ice. When you think about it, the dragons have been gone so long that there's probably very few people in Skyrim or in Tamriel, for that matter, who really understand the ecology of a dragon. In fact, you might say that as the Dragonborn, we are the preeminent authority on the ecology of the dragon, just because we've had more exposure than anyone else. But hello, Mr. Prelate, can you see me?
You've arrived at the Wayshrine of Resolution. Are you prepared to honor the mantras of Ariel and fill your vessel with his enlightenment?
Yes.
Then go forth, child.
Excuse me.
May the enrichment of Ariel strengthen your resolve as you undertake
I'm a
your
sore
journey
throat today.
to the inner sanctum.
Even the coffee isn't helping. Maybe the coffee is the cause. Maybe 10 pots of coffee a day isn't good. I don't know. I'm not convinced, however. Alright, let's... Now we should see 3 open, right? Let's fill this guy. Okay, it's Darkfall. You know that one. Learning. And Sight. Yes, as we expected. Okay, so... Geez, I'm losing count. 1 left? Do we have 1 left? Alright. Looks like my last marker is indicating that our final Wayshrine must be... There must be something between us and it. It's marked as though it's not out in the open. So... Wow. Palmer in the Great Outdoors. This is different. Take this stuff. Let's... Some kind of land bridge up here. Let's see if we can get up there through here. I'm assuming we can. Oh. Surprise. What you got? Ah, that's good. Always use that. Minor stamina. Not sure why I took that, I just did. Ah, look at that. We even got our arrow back. Excellent. Alright. Somebody over there. That's 2. Let's see if we can get these shots. These are long ones, but they're not downward sloping shots. We wait for a pause here. Whoa! Not only do we kill him, we just knock the axe right off his back. Now, his partner doesn't seem to be paying much attention, though. We'll try to put him where we want him. Stop. There we go. See, that's a long shot, but that's a shot I feel pretty comfortable taking because it's not a downward shot. Sometimes the upward shots can give you trouble, too, if you're, you know, shooting at a target that's standing on a ledge or something like that. It always seems like there's some, you know, invisible geometry sticking out from the edges of things that you can't detect. So it looks like we're going to have a lot of kind of high and low spots here. So maybe I'll go ahead and attempt some downward shots and we'll see what kind of success we have. But there's nothing more frustrating to me than just bouncing an arrow off something that shouldn't be there. So if I get frustrated, I might not do it. I might just climb up and take the level shot. I don't know. Well, that was pretty cool, knocking the axe off. I've never seen that before. So I think there's a guy up here. Pretty sure I saw a marker. Yeah, there it is. See, now this shot. That shot would never be made. So let's... If I can find a good position here, I might take the shot. If not, I'll move on, assuming that we're going to get a second try later. It's really hard to see here. I almost have to use Aura Whisper just to see where he is. Oh, yeah, there. Oh. I can't really move back any further. I think this is going to help me too much. Let's light him up. He's still there. Oh, he's on the move again. Come on. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. Pretty sure we're going to get another crack at him before too long. So, what is this? Okay. Looks like I've got a choice here. I can either continue along this high path with the bridges, or I can take the cave and see what's in there. And alive down there. Why don't we go check this cave out? It may be just a dead end. We could clean it out and then come through. So I will explore there. Somebody patrolling below us. I'm gonna take this guy. He's got a button. Turn around. Turn around. There we go. Oh, crap. She was pretty close to the edge there. I was kind of hoping she'd walk back toward my shot, but as soon as she turned around, I took the opportunity. I'm hoping my path will lead me down there at some point. I can figure out if she had anything good on her. It's not even worth it. You PC players may have an easier time with the glowing mushrooms, but man, it is dark. Gotta get one of these, right? There's a whole cluster of them. Come on. Dang. There's some movement. Generally, my philosophy is to be pretty methodical about this, and by that I mean I make my way cautiously along, trying to make observations along the way about where all the enemies are, trying to make sure I'm not leaving any stragglers that could flank me or attack from behind. Kind of cleaning up as I go along, if you will. So sometimes that means I have to go a ways down a passage and then double back to cover something else, and I will do that, just to make sure that I'm not leaving my back open. Alright. There's a lot of obstructions here, so I'll make sure I understand the layout before I commit. Let's see if we can draw them out in the open here. Use a little misdirection. See if we can draw them to that impact site. Position ourselves for the shot. There we go. This guy's heavily armored. 2 shots for him. Just 1 shot. I think that takes care of the threat. I'm pretty sure I only saw 3, but... I do hate Charis, especially at low level. Now that I can take him out with 1 shot, I feel a lot better about it, but... Been killed by Charis many a time. Thanks everybody who's watching. I've gotten a lot of great responses and kind comments from you all on YouTube, and I certainly appreciate the encouragement. I have been trying since day one to put together my videos as if millions of people were watching, and to put them together in a way, you know, just thinking of, you know, what sort of video would I want to watch if I were watching YouTube. And I do watch a lot of YouTube videos having to do with Skyrim. So, you know, I appreciate all the kind words and the support. It's certainly encouraging me to keep making these videos. And so I just want to say thank you to you all. You certainly know who you are. This is getting long, so we are closing in on the 26-minute mark. So I thank you all, and please look for Forgotten Vale Part 2. Until next time. Thank you for watching another episode in the Dark Messenger series. Please feel free to rate, like, and subscribe. It helps me a lot. You can follow the story at CouchWarrior.tv or on Twitter at CouchWarriorTV. Thank you.